Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so this is the details to what happened yesterday and eventually today. So yesterday I was stepping out to work. It was late in the afternoon. That was somewhere around 12. But before then, I decided to clean my car, just dust it before I step out. So in the process of doing that, by then I had opened the main gate to step out. In the process of doing that, I realized this young guy, which was the guy in the previous video, walked into the house, came directly to me and asked to offer help in cleaning the car. But then I told him I was done, and honestly I was done. But then even if I weren't done, I was never going to allow him anyways. So he stood there for some time. I told him I was done, so thank you. He stood there for some time. Watched me, and then asked again that I should give him money. Then I told him I wasn't having a dime. Honestly, that's what I told him. I wasn't having a dime. He watched me in a weirded way. For some 2 or 3 minutes before stepping out. But then I thought that was trifling, so I didn't even mind. I didn't pay attention, nothing. Then I called my mom out of the room to give me a bottle. I wanted to fetch water and fill my water tank in the car before I go out. So she handed the bottle to me. I did that and then I left home. I came back in the evening and my mom was telling me whilst I was away, he was in the hall. And then the next thing she realized was somebody, forcefully wanted to open the door and enter. So if my mom hadn't locked the door inside, this person would have just barged into her like that. So she said she came out and was like, "Who are you looking for?" And he said, my mom said I should come and tell one teacher, blah blah blah. Mind you, in my apartment there are no teachers. There's no teacher here. I'm very sure of that. I know everyone who lives in my apartment, but none of them are workers. None of us are teachers. None of us are teachers. So my mom said he should just get out and go. There's no teacher in this house. And then he left. So this morning I was sleeping anyways, and then my mom came to wake me up that I should come and see something. So I got out of my room, came to the hall, and to my surprise there was somebody sleeping just at the door. In fact, you can't even open the door because it might hit him with the way he was sleeping there, with his head directly to the entrance of the door. So she said when she saw him, initially he kind of shake the door for the person to wake up, but he didn't make any attempt. So I told him to calm down. We are not even going to use that door. We will use the back door. So we went using the back door. Then I called one guy in the house if he's around, and he said yes. So I asked him to come out. He came out, and then the three of us walked to my entrance, which is the front door. And when we got there, he was still actually lying there. He's removed his jeans, placed his head on it. His slippers was somewhere. He was in shorts, like boxer shorts and long sleeves. And then he was just lying there. So the other guy I called on phone also called somebody upstairs. And the person came down. Now, this is the person who came to call him like, "Hey, Charlie, woke him up." Just when the guy woke up, I realized that this is the same guy who walked to me yesterday asking me to offer help in cleaning my car, and I said no. So then I was like, "Hey, were you not the guy who walked to me yesterday that you wanted to clean my car?" And I said no. He said yes. So what the hell are you doing here? Honestly, I was petrified. So I really had to even start looking around my surroundings, because at the time almost everybody was out of the house. It was my mom and I, the guy I called earlier, and the one he called upstairs. And even in the process, the one who stepped downstairs also left. So it was left with my mom and I and that guy. That guy is not a grown, like he's also a young guy who can't really do much, right? So I was petrified, like honestly. I became nervous. So I started making calls. Initially, I questioned him. "What do you want? Am I your mother or am I your sister? Why did you walk on me, ask me of something, and then the next morning you are sleeping at my door? What do you want? I don't know you from Jack. You don't know me from Jack." Tensions were rising, so I need to make 1 or 2 calls, get to the police and ask them to come and pick him up. Maybe when we get to the police station, he will be willing to answer questions that he wasn't willing to answer to me. I really don't want to make the video very long. I don't want it healthy. That's why I'm cutting some parts off. So I don't know what even talked to me to just lock the main gates. This is where the whole thing became dicey. I just walked to the main door, locked the main door, main gate, then went back to him. When I got to me, I was still asking him questions. Where do you live? Why are you here? You know, any other question at all that could come to my mind. After doing all these things, he was just, tossing me around, saying nonsensical stuff that were not even related to the whole incident at all. Anyways, just when I got back, a few moments after he wasn't willing to talk, he made a sound. If I'm trying to imitate what he did a thing like 3 times. Then another guy appeared behind the gate. Look at it. Another guy appeared behind the gate. So he came at the gate and I asked him, who is that? He said he's his friend. And then he is now telling that guy to come inside. Again, I'm repeating that it was just my mom and I. We were 2 ladies with just 1 young guy. If they become more than 2, we can't handle the situation. And I don't know, I don't have strength to deal with this kind of people. I know the kind of things that are happening in the country already, so I am very much aware of what they are capable of doing. So sorry, that one was behind the door. And then I said, okay, you are the landlord, or you are the one who built the house, right? So you are asking somebody to come in. Give him the key to open the door and come in. So that one remained behind the door and couldn't come inside, and was asking him, what's the waiting happened? You know, that they are kind of things to act like they are just. And he said, I can't bed here, then wake up, no, they say I be thief. I said, look at all this. You can't bed here. Is this your house? You don't know anybody here. You only approached me yesterday, asked for something. Okay, now let's leave that part. So that one couldn't have access to enter, so he left. And then he was making movements. If he had found a way, he would have escaped or something. But thank God, yesterday, I don't know, I need to applaud Ghana Police. They didn't delay. Like, in less than 10 minutes, they were here. The patrol car came. There were 3 policemen that came. They came whilst they were questioning me. He was still fooling and, wasn't giving any vivid details to whatever they are asking him. So we had to take him to the police station. We took him to the police station, and they said he claims he's 15 years. So they said they'll have to invite or bring in his mom and his dad before we continue or pursue the case. Before then, one of the policemen had told me that since he didn't steal anything and all those things, the only charge they can, give him or charge they can press against him is the unlawful entry.
The video is a bit long. I think it's left with 3 minutes, but I will end it here. The reason why I'm ending it here is because we have heard more than half of what the woman wants to say. In country and I'm in Cabrofo. See how the edu TV. Meche mwako chi na mwate ase. Abai we do a person train na ne say owoni fie na abrantie bi ebeda ne pona no. Na ne maame ye say obie pon na em say bebo abrantie ko asa abrantie ne da epona no pen. Na de di nkan sa abrantie kro ye wodi ka ba fie hoda ana abai we pepa de car ho abrantie ne ye say o ma ne kwan no so be pa car no ho ma no no so de bi na abrantie ne bisa ne sika we nya ma no e hunting koda enti ohun say ne ma be friend say obi da pon na no so okay me emfa pon na chi omo mfa edan no mo nem say o 2 doors front door ne back door so mo fe chi no be hu sa abrantie sabi we yi ne jeans abobo a ode ne ti ato so ne ade na no cross mo mu ni say amunumu hwa no na ke wo sa baiwa ne frɛ a police for me ma dwen na me kire but or entertaining abrantie no with conversation or no face say obisa abrantie no na wenya information bi efiri ne ho me nua dofo say do man ni mu aye no e wo mu say wa police for wa ha de na sa kromfo we no say do say che na me sa abrantie no kra wo mfi o memu ha obeye ye nkrofo ibi meka ye nkrofo ya se woni mom sɛbe ɔma bɛgu ɔma mu ha ɛyɛ ɔmo sɛ deɛ ɔmo pɛ bi ɔmo timi yɛ no ɛyɛ bia na abayewa pɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ obi sɛ bisa aberanteɛ ne nsɛm no ewi ekyir kwa na aberanteɛ no ayɛ wabɔ hwema bi asɛ wofrɛ ice cream wura no na obi nso abegyina main gate n'akyi na deɛ di nkan deɛ boa no ne sɛ bibi tɔ ne tirim sɛ ɔnkɔ lɔki main gate no ɛnyɛ sɛ anka aberanteɛ no yes ha deɛ no nipa na obegyina akyire no nso timi wura fie nim esan sɛ ɛba ne tirim sɛ ɔnkɔ lɔki gate nti nipa no begyina gate n'akyi bisa sɛ ɛde asɛm ɛna aberanteɛ no ka kyerɛ ɔno deɛ ogyina gate ni sɛ mebɛda fie ha o mebɛda ha deɛ teɛ no efie afɔ sɛ meyɛ ɔkrɔmfoɔ look at this asɛm ni nyinaa no na ewi echa police for bɛn mu na police for no so bɛn mu no wohwɛ video no kɔ n'anim a ɔsɛ a police for no de aberanteɛ no kɔɛ no ɔmo kɔ bisa ne nsɛm no ɔmo anya asɛm papa bi a aberanteɛ no anka asɛm papa bi na police for no so kyerɛ wo ma ne sɛ aberanteɛ no ntimi aka asɛm papa bi a de a ɔbaa fie wɔ wamɛfa hwee ne deɛ ɔmo ntimi prosecute aberanteɛ no na deɛ ɔmo ne sɛ a police for no mmara na ɔmo de yɛ adwuma na mmara na yi ɔmo de yɛ adwuma na to de bi a sɛ yɛdi ka kyerɛm sɛ yɛnyɛ man wɛ no yɛ mmara no ɛyɛ tete mmara ɛwɔ sɛ the whole law nankasa yɛ overhauling yɛ to bi gu na yɛsesa bi nta police for no ntimi nyɛ ne hwee sanso ɔbaa sɛ ɔmɛfa wo hwee wo dan no kɛkɛ na abɛto step da sɛ be wobɛto so ɔda na mfonso a yɛyɛ bebree ne sɛ medi ka kyerɛm sɛ yɛ man mu ha no saa ehumɔborɔ kankan na ɛwɔ yɛ so no ɛka ho bi ne yɛbrɛ no you see hospitality unim ewiase nyankopɔn kura to de bia ne tirim yɛ den kakra esan sɛ wotim yɛ mmerɛ bebree a nipa egyimi saa nkurɔfoɔ wei yɛde akorɔkorɔ na anya hwee ya ne ɔmo ana ɛkɔ wasena deɛ no mu wura ɔman nim sese ɔman no ya na ɛyɛ unsafe na sɛbe we ready fie wa hu sɛ fie hɔ no abranteɛ bia papa na sɛ abranteɛ papa bi ani wɔ ɔmo ni ɛyɛ den nti ɔde fie hɔ yi kwan na obi ne minua bɛyɛ a ɔn tag ne ma me sɛ ɔtete hɔ odi agora ne ni bɛte na saa abranteɛ we do ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmo de yɛ no ɔmo de ayɛ no ɔmo de omani esi ne so wobɛkɔ mu na bia ne car otwi ɛfɛ ebia ɔbɛhu sɛ ɔdrɛse yie nti ɔmo nim sɛ ɔmo bɔwura ne dɛm hɔ a ɔmbɛnya nnwoma bi na sɛbe obewia okra na nka we ntitawa wa sanka eno ano no na me ampata sɛ de ho yɛ fɛ ikro pɛ ayi ɔbɛpɛ wo no wasan ada ɛna most of times mrantie na etete this apartment no ɔmayɛ mo ho adonke asɛ obi adwen ne ho bi binia ɛno nti na de bia westedi a apartment a ɛnyɛ secured no yɛtimi kɔ hɔ akrɔmfo kɔ hɔ kɔ wiewia car batteries ne ade because ɛnyɛ secured ɛna so obi kura hu sɛ bibi kɔ so obi pay attention no ɛnyɛ me dan na otwam kura na ɔte sɛ dede bi ɛyɛ unusual ɛkɔ so obi ɛdan mu kura na wetwam ɛne te sɛ I'm minding my own business obi adwen ne ho ɛne ne yɛ ne obi ntagi ababa we ma me sɛ odi agro bedi no won so abahwe video yi fetu uniafo. This kind of people, don't entertain them one bit. Omo ye mastercraft. Eba ne se yen kasa enda da nipa omo ye masters. Ebi kura ko as far as se mu yusu nro. Yes. Ebi kura ko as far as so mu yusu nro. Wa ma ne ni anda hɔ a. Se da branch ne di nani esi ne so no. Ni beti na yɛde funfu yɛde ayi nsensan Yosef no adane no kwaye wa wo hwɛ video yi bia efutu afafiri mu ne sɛ ma wani enko wo surroundings ho enyo bia na ɛwɔ sɛ wo entertain no especially ɛwɔ fie sɛ fie de yɛwodi o sɛ yɛ apartment o workers eba ofie be yɛ adwuma ya yɛ so busy obi wɔ hɔ a otimi ma sɛbe worker bi ba ne fie na we jafie hɔ ma worker ne ne ma na pua adan akopeska na okoba na bibi hɔ ne esia na afe na obeye na wonte say oh minim no mene debi so no obi a wugi ne di eni bebi ofiri a no obi na recommend ne ma okra say bia o DSTV o plumbing works die ndie ombeya wo hwe na wo we oba na da nipa no sa nipa no ba be adwuma wo fie no metu fusanka bia emrante wo fie ho bisa say oh obi efiri a wo at least betena won chempo wo ho na mo ni nkomo na ema nipa na dwen kwampo mra so say efia ha anya bibia metimi di nkwatasem isan say you don't know bone no ados dodo na nka ye man we nti saa na ye nkrofo yi ya ma mo kwan o ma say o mo kro wie no medi obeni a kire ha no ama say o man no e was say o take extra safety precautions mini abai na me na di na fofie no te ha na o cheche ni nsemu ba said o de nyoma edi agro no said o si cheche ni nsemu fa no ohu akra na o entertain no nipa na ba o be pa o ka ho bra fifie akọ me pepa me ka ho you must be strict with them mo hu say kwan da ho a and the say kwan no on be fa so abo hu say yes o ma fa kwan no so ama aha ye du TV we need me videos so anu subscribe e be share on the next video bye bye Dibaye, dibaye, dibayo.